Today I am talking about capsule wardrobe, packing a carry-on, and I've got real life examples of packing, mine and my sister-in-law's. And when you're packing and you're taking a carry-on and that's all, you really want to minimise what you're taking. You want to be efficient in your packing. So don't take anything extraneous, unnecessary. Check the weather first. Check the weather, make sure you're taking the right items for the conditions you're going to be meeting while you're out there. Also, check the vibe of the place you're going to, who you're meeting, who you're going to be with, what the culture is, so as you don't feel like that what you've packed is actually going to make you feel out of place. Consider washing as well. Can you wash in the sink? Can you wash in a bath when you get there? Not wash yourself, I don't mean that. I'm talking about wash your clothes. If you want to wash a t-shirt, can you? Is there somewhere you can dry it out hanging out of a window on a balcony? Leads into how many type of tops you're going to take with you, how many quantity of tops and bottoms you're going to take. When I travel, I tend to wear my heaviest items. So I took a leather jacket with me that I might need in the evenings if it was going to be chilly, and so I wore that. I wore my bulky hat, and I wore my heaviest, bulkiest shoes as well, so as then the lightest, thinnest, most compressible items just go into the carry-on case. And when you're looking at a carry-on case, where the rail goes down, the handbar goes down, you may see gaps in the suitcase. Do use those places, because if you fold clothes across the top of those gaps, you may well actually not manage to use those little canals. There's like canals either side of the rail. Yeah, use your suitcase canals. Put in there maybe your underwear, maybe some flat shoes, maybe your chargers, that kind of thing. Some things that are going to tuck and then be flush with a rail. So then you lay your clothes on top and you've actually economised by using that space. And so when we travel, I use a watch far more. I find it much easier to look at my wrist, to tell the time, rather than go into my bag, pull my phone out and have a look. So I do find a watch a necessary travel item, but also it needs to be then an accessory. At this point, I'm going to say that my packing, I did make an error. And you think I'd know better, but you're going to have to watch to the end of the video, towards the end of the video, and I talk about my error. But in the meantime, what I'd like to do is thank Nordgreen for sponsoring this video. And Nordgreen is a company I have wanted to work with for quite a while, because I have admired their watches for a good 2 or 3 years, because I felt that their simplistic style, minimalist, and their aesthetic really suited my style. So I've been very keen to actually bring you Nordgreen for quite a long time now. So Nordgreen are ethical, carbon neutral as far as travel is concerned, and they use recycled material for their packaging. Their styles are very minimalistic and modular, because when you go onto the website you can choose the face, you can choose the strap, the colour of the face, and whether you have a metal strap or a leather strap. They're absolutely the epitome of Scandinavian simplicity, and I just love Scandinavian style. The designer is a designer from Bang & Olufsen, Jacob Wagner. Now, talking about Nordgreen, on the back of the watch is a serial number, and so once you've bought your watch, you can actually choose for the company to make a donation to a cause. So they support ecology such as, rainforests in Latin America, water and education in the developing world. I really think that if I'm wearing a bland outfit, and often I do because my style is very simplistic, adding a watch that actually has that simplistic style but is also very elegant, simple Scandinavian elegance, just adds a little bit of power oomph to the outfit. So I chose a navy blue strap because I wear navy so much in my jeans. When you're going away, you want your wardrobe to be interchangeable, to be simple, and to be timeless. A classic timeless watch such as that Scandinavian simplistic design is actually never going to go out of date. I don't believe it will ever go out of date. I think it just lends itself perfectly to that timeless capsule wardrobe that you maybe want to be packing for your summer vacation. The code is linked here, down below, and also on the screen. Right, so packing. So my sister-in-law was very organised in her packing. She did this the traditional way, a packing capsule for her carry-on where every item would go with every other item. You know, tops all went with bottoms. The whole 4 days she had 2 tops, which obviously if she needed to, she could wash. To go with those tops, she took 1 pair of trousers, and what she used was to actually zip, so you could actually turn them into shorts if you needed to. 1 either skirt or pair of shorts. She doesn't like shorts, so she took a skirt, and 1 maxi skirt. It worked brilliantly. The colours that she chose to use were coral and brown. I have replicated with navy, really, predominantly navy, a little bit of white. A navy and white maxi skirt. My hair happens to be horizontal stripes, but you know, if a navy maxi skirt, very t-shirty material I've got here. Shorts, these are 8-inch seam, I think, or maybe 6-inch, might be 6-inch seam, chino style material. For the trousers, navy chinos, and then 2 navy blouses. I would take the navy blouse that has got a bit of detail, string detail here. That's a pretty blouse that you could wear in the evening, and 1 navy t-shirt that will go for during the day. Footwear my sister-in-law used was flip-flops and walking, hiking sandals as well, very casual. Bag for her was a rucksack. And the outfits that can be created from these items are, so using the shorts with the blouse, this is kind of maybe a lunchtime pub type look, bar, meal, or dress up shorts for the evening with a blouse like this. But equally, during the day, you may want to just have a casual look with the t-shirt with the shorts, and it works equally well. I tucked in the t-shirt into the shorts and showed a bit of my belt as well. Both the t-shirt and the blouse I've used both work for front tucks. Some items do not work for front tucks, so test this out. If you're packing and you're intending to do a front tuck, test it, look at the reverse, do a whiz around, maybe film it, see if the back looks okay, see if the sides look okay. T-shirts and blouses with a bit of a drape and that are loose are the ones that tend to work best and that don't have a side slit. Then taking the t-shirt with the chinos, that's a daytime look, maybe for hiking or something, and you want to be covered up, so you don't want the sun on your legs, or it's a bit of a cooler day, or for traveling in, this would be a good outfit for that type of occasion. Then for an evening, you may want to swap out the t-shirt, keep the trousers on, put on a blouse. And so for this look, I'm actually using the blouse, but I'm having it untucked because I wanted a more of a casual vibe to the chinos, and keeping the blouse on and trying on the skirt. This is a look for an evening, a pub lunch, a bar lunch, resort lunch, seeing people, but it's using the blouse, the maxi skirt, and now I've tucked in, my maxi skirt's elasticated waist, I've tucked in the blouse but pulled it out a bit to puff it out a bit and give me a bit of a more elegant shape to the blouse alongside the straight skirt. And I've chosen a neutral colour bag to go with this outfit as well. Mine's a sort of light, very light whitish beige colour camera bag, which are quite popular at the moment. But another look with this maxi skirt is using a t-shirt, and I've got it loose this time because I wanted a loose, casual, coastal grandma type vibe with this outfit. So wearing it loose, the skirt's got that casual coastal vibe to it as well. So what did I take? Nothing that really coordinated. I couldn't reuse my clothing quite the same way. I wasn't, it's really what I mean about being organised. So these were the evening trousers I took, the wide leg black trousers. And I would say, I'm just going to interrupt a little bit here to say that I did find my July capsule wardrobe useful, and that is how I decided on many of the items to take. I just looked in my cupboard, saw what I picked for my July capsule wardrobe and took pieces that way, and a couple of items I actually did want to wear that I added in. Anyway, these black wide leg trousers were in my July capsule wardrobe, and I added a couple of blouses I could wear in the evening. So I wore these for 2 evenings out for a meal, the wide leg trousers. What I wore them with was 1 red blouse, short sleeved, and then another night I wore them with this pretty floral blouse, and it does need a camisole underneath, so I took the camisole because it's very sheer, but that looks nice with wide leg trousers. So that was 2 nights out with 1 pair of trousers. That worked. Oh, they all worked. It all worked. Don't get me wrong, it all worked. I travelled out in my thickest pair of trousers, which was my navy chinos, and I added because we were going to be, you know, I was meeting my brother and sister-in-law at the airport, and we were going to meet friends once we arrived. Then we were going to have brunch. There were 7 of us having brunch together And so I wanted to look quite nice with it. So it wasn't a t-shirt with the chinos. I actually wore a pretty blouse, and it just has a bit of drawstring detail here, and it's a blouse rather than a t-shirt. So I thought that made it a little bit special for traveling, and at the same time having something nice on when I was having brunch and seeing people on arrival. The next day I wore the same trousers because we were going to go over on a boat, going to see an island, we were going to do a bit of hiking, and so I wore those chinos. I thought might as well just get them dirty again, and rather than put something clean on for that trip. But I changed out the t-shirt and used a navy t-shirt. I used my favourite navy t-shirt that I go on about, that's sort of slightly slinky, and so you can be a bit dressy as well. So I used this one, see slinkiness, and I used a cap to keep the sun off my head and glare off my eyes as well. On the third day I wore a dress that I took that was in my capsule wardrobe. I had arranged this with Mary the Pounty pensioner because we both had the same dress and we wanted to do some pictures together. It's a midi, it's a maxi on me, it's sold as a midi. That's being 5'2", is how I get my maxis, by buying midis. I wore it around sightseeing around the town, then went to Mary's for lunch and we did some photos, and a bit of wading in the sea as well, which may seem like a bit of an extreme thing to do in a maxi dress. But it was fun. So another evening out, I wore my red dress. The red dress has got some leopard print detail on it that I absolutely adore. And I've used my camera bag with it, the beige colour bag. That beige bag seems to go quite well with that dress. And I paired it with white sandals that I felt were neutral enough to wear with the red dress. So I didn't pick out any colours that are in the dress, such as the beige, red or black. White went perfectly with this dress. The next day was the day we travelled back home, and I wore my linen trousers that was in my capsule wardrobe for July, white linen, and this very loose red and white top. And I did say, I alluded to that in my July capsule, that I actually thought I might take that on holiday. So I did, and I really enjoyed wearing it. That was a great look. During that time, I tended to wear one hat, and I travelled with it, as I said, to avoid having to pack it as a way. A convenient way of carrying the hat was to travel with wearing it, and I arrived stylish as well for the brunch. Shoes, I wore my heaviest shoes, so the heaviest, thickest, bulkiest shoe. I took my white sandals for evening wear because they tended to go with the black trousers. They also went with the leopard print dress, and if I wanted to wear the maxi dress, the orangey, bluey, yellow dress, then they also would go with that. And also for evening wear, I took these black shoes to wear with the black trousers outfits that I wore for evenings. Then I also one night wore my white with the black trousers, and on that day I was wearing a lighter colour blouse, so it kind of worked that the white shoes with the black trousers. And anyway, people are wearing this now, white shoes with any colour trouser. For jewellery, I kept it really simple. I wore the same necklace the whole time. That's this one I'm wearing at the moment. And same earrings, I just put some earrings in before we went, and I kept them in for the whole time. My watch, that was my mishap, because, and I should have known better, and this is where you're going to learn from me. Yeah, I took a patterned strap. I mean, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? My head wasn't in the right place, obviously, because I should have known better. I should have known to take a neutral coloured strap. I wore that on the way out, that strap. It looked okay with my my navy outfit I was wearing, you know, my plain navy top. When it came to wanting to actually wear, say, a patterned dress, that did not go. Nor that did not go. You know, all that leopard print in one place, awful. That was my mistake. So really pack a neutral strap. Beige, black, navy, whichever colour you are going to be wearing when you're over there, think about the strap of your watch. Let's talk about handbags. To travel, I took my bag, which is designed for travel. It's got the slot at the back that slots over a carry-on suitcase, so it's easy for wheeling around. There's a zipped pocket there for documents, and inside what I tend to do is put things I'm going to want on the plane inside this little bag here, that little pouch. Well, So if I wanted to have a big holdall during the day, going out and about places, I use that same bag as a tote. And evenings, if I was doing something just like going down to the restaurant bar in the hotel or just going out to a restaurant, I would use the zip-up pouch sometimes just around my wrist. I wanted also a smart bag for evenings. For some nights, I took along in my suitcase this bag that I bought recently, a little camera bag. In summary, my sister-in-law took less than I did, but we both managed to get all of our items into our carry-on suitcases. And if you would like to see more videos on packing, I have got a video here.